you ever go in a room and like forget why you went in there, or you start doing something and you forget what you were about to do? That was happening to me, y'all. I was very, very sharp as a child. Like, I'm a very sharp person, even in my younger adult years. But now, over the last few years, I would find myself going into a room and saying, why did I even come in here? I forgot why I came here. Or I would call my kids into the room and forget why I called them into the room. Just little things like that. And that started to bother me because I'm not old enough to be having those issues just yet. Nor do I want to be experiencing those types of things. But I started to notice it. And at first I kind of blew it off like, But over time, y'all, I'm serious. I felt like just little things throughout the day. Like I would just forget. I'd be like, dang, what did I say this morning? Or what did I, And it's not just me. I started hearing a lot of people having these types of conversations. And then I realized like maybe it's associated with aging. Maybe it's associated with something that we're eating. I don't know. But there's a lot of people, if you just use any social search platform, many people are having concerns about their memory and their brain focus. Just look up brain fog. That is a huge topic right now. Huge topic. So I don't know if it's in the food or something that, maybe vaccines or something, maybe it's something in something, but somewhere along the lines, our brains are getting foggy. And this helped me unfog my brain. You all know I would never, ever, ever share a product with you that I have not tried and tested on my own to make sure that it works for me. If I don't like a product, I will never, ever, ever share it with you. What made this particular gummy very different than many of the others that are on the market for me is that it has the Cognizin in there, which is a patented and trademarked version of Citicoline, which supports cognitive functions, memory, and mental performance. So for me, because I was experiencing brain fog and not memory loss, but just like I said, throughout the day, not being able to remember certain things, it was especially important for me to find a natural source of nutrients to be able to help me with my brain fog. I don't know if it's perimenopausal. I don't know if it's aging. I don't quite know where the brain fog comes from, but I do hear a lot of people my age, before 40. I'm not quite 40 yet, but I do hear a lot of people my age experiencing brain fog, and I don't know if it's related to childbirth, but whatever it is, I'm hearing a lot of people experiencing brain fog. So like I said, this was able to help me restore some of those functions in my own brain. I haven't tried many of their other gummies, and I know that they have other types of supplements and things like that. But for me, this really stood out to me because I was looking for something of this nature. I was looking for something that was vegan and that would support cognitive functions in my brain and in my memory. I ended up getting the Goli Matcha Mind Cognitive Gummies. Now, you already know how much I dislike gummies. I dislike gummies. But I have been taking these. If I'm going to take a gummy, being that I don't like gummies, it has to taste pretty good. And for these, I wasn't hopeful about the flavor at all, because when I took them out and looked at them, I was not quite sure what to expect of this taste. I was like, what is that going to taste like? But when I tasted it, it was not bad. And y'all, you take 3 of these, and that was something that I was a little nervous about too, because many of the other gummy vitamins, you only have to take 2, but you take 3 of these. And in the time that I have been taking them, I can honestly say, and you all know I do not share things in here that don't work, but I can honestly say that I do feel like, not like, oh my gosh, I remember everything, like some type of magical potion, but I do feel myself remembering things throughout the day, like little elements throughout the day that I would not have held on to before I started taking these. So if you all are aging gracefully and your memory is getting fuzzy, I believe that you would like the Goli vitamins. And I already take other supplements, and I already have other supplements, but I do think that certain brands make certain things well, and I believe this is one of the better Goli vitamins that they made. They have like the apple cider vinegar, they have the ashwagandha, they have like a multivitamin. I have not tried any of those. This is the one that I've tried and that I've been taking, and this is the one that I can stand behind. Have you all ever tried Goli? If you have tried Goli, have you tried the Matcha Mind? I feel like many people have not tried this. They've tried the apple cider vinegar or they've tried the ashwagandha, but they have not tried the Matcha Mind. And it has so many good benefits in here. And one of the other things that I liked about it, even though it is a gummy, it's gelatin free, it's non-GMO and gluten free and vegan. When it said brain and focus, like there's so many different vitamins out there, so many things that do so many things. But I don't believe many vitamins are geared towards our brain and our focus and our cognitive behavior. And so that was one of the things that drew me into it. Even though I'm taking a lot of other supplements and things that are working for other parts of my body, I wasn't necessarily taking a lot of things for my brain and my cognitive functions other than like magnesium, and because I get migraines. So that was one of the things that I was taking for my migraines. But to aid in actual brain health, that wasn't something that I was really taking a specific supplement for. So for this to be gummy and not have any gelatin in it and to be vegan, you all know how important that is to me, especially not because I'm vegan or not that I live by a vegan diet, but I don't want to be putting products into my body that I don't know where they are sourced from or where they come from. And so I like to take supplements that I stand behind, and I like to take supplements that they have quality ingredients in them. And their ingredients are on the back, and they're very easy to read. It's not things that you can't pronounce. It's not things that you've never heard of. It is very easy, digestible, and easy to go ingredients. So that's something that was important to me. I used to be somebody who remembered everything. I would meet people and I would remember their full name. I remember birthdays. I remember people's addresses from when I was a kid. I remember phone numbers. I remembered everything. And it's not that I'm not remembering things, but I feel like with age, maybe because I have so many things to remember, there's just been a change in the way I remember things. Not that I don't remember things, but I don't remember things as detailed as I used to. And I feel like in the time that I have been taking these, like I said, it's not a magic potion. This is not gonna, if you have bad memory and your brain doesn't work, this is not something that overnight you're going to just voila, remember everything. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is you will start to notice that throughout the day, your memory becomes a little stronger. So say for instance, you usually forget what you ate for lunch or what you had on yesterday or where you went yesterday. Things like that will start to stick with you, and you'll be like, oh wow, okay. I usually don't remember that by the end of the day, but today I remember like the little details in the day. And so if you pay attention to your brain and the way that it works in your body, you will notice some subtle changes in your body. And I can just imagine years on end. I haven't been taking this for a year yet, but years in, I could imagine how this would build over time. So I definitely wanted to share it with you all. I actually did like these. So they are linked to this video. Should be able to see it down at the bottom. They are linked to the bottom of this video.